He woke up and chose violence, instantly farming goblins for aura. In the hunter exams, he's out-trin everyone. Even the instructors want him on their team after he low diffs an orc. During a boss raid, he's the only one with high aura. He solos the boss while protecting the whole squad. Now he's the new Sigma of the rookies. Fame is coming fast. The craziest part? He's the only one who can level up endlessly. His mission? Delete the 12 fraud gods who massacred humanity. Revenge is the only thing on his mind. Back in 2020, the world got cooked by portals, monsters everywhere. Sponsors from above gave humans powers, creating hunters. But one stood above them all, the Demon King. He was the only one who could evolve. Fearing his growth, the 12 self-proclaimed gods jumped him and erased him from history. Then they founded their fake paradise, Eden. Fast forward 100 years. Non-powered humans are basically slaves. In a tiny village, our MC is training with a master who sees his high-potential heart and hidden talents. This kid can open an inventory. That's hunter-only tech. His master reveals his parents were deleted by hunters, handing him the Demon King's autobiography. The lore is deep. He's been training for years with a bald master, but nothing's happening. He thinks he's not the chosen one. Master slaps some sense into him. You're gonna be a legend. Trust. That book is his only memory of his parents. It's also a guide to the Demon King's life. Suddenly, a high-level presence is watching them from the shadows. Ambush! An attack flies in to delete them both. The bald master pulls a Sigma move, pushing the boy to safety while taking the hit directly. Lady Athena, the ruler of Eden, descends. She's got that high aura that makes everyone kneel. Even the hunters fear her. The MC can't even move his own body. Why is a founder here? She's hunting the master, but she can't feel a single drop of mana from our MC. She thinks he's just a regular NPC. The boy is sweating, hoping she doesn't see the forbidden book. She calls him a worm and almost leaves. He thinks he's safe, but she stops right in his face. She smells mana in his pocket. His heart is racing. He's definitely cooked. She uses a divine word to force him to show her what he's hiding. He pulls out the book, knowing his whole village might get wiped. Why you bully me, he thinks, as the goddess takes the only thing he has left. Suddenly, the book bursts into flames. It attacks her barrier, revealing itself as the Demon King's autobiography. Athena is shook that a slave has this legendary loot. Before she can grab it, the master slams into her. He's unharmed and sends the goddess flying. The boy is in tears, but his master just asks why he's crying. You held out well, he says. But how did he strike a god? No time to explain. Athena is crashing out, and she's coming back for them fast. He reveals the truth. These gods are just hunters ruling like tyrants. Humans are livestock to them. Then he asks the boy the ultimate question. If you had the power to delete these 12 sovereigns, would you do it? Athena is charging in at full strength. The boy has to choose his destiny now. Yes, I'll change the world. Hearing that, the master smiles and drives a sword through the boy's chest. See you on the other side, kid. The sword glows and the boy's body shatters into light. He's being teleported. A message appears. The contract is executed. The Sky of Apocalypse is his new sponsor. He wakes up on a rocky mountain, totally healed. No wound, no pain, just pure energy. He's survived the heart stab, and he's confused as hell. He feels different, stronger. The Apocalypse voice said it would sponsor him. Is he finally a hunter? The air around him is buzzing with raw mana. Footsteps. A goblin appears. He's definitely inside a gate dungeon. These monsters are small, but for a rookie, they're absolute run-enders. They call these things rookie killers for a reason. They hunt in packs and have insane senses. The boy tries to stay hidden, but his luck just ran out. The goblin catches his scent. It's fight or die. He remembers his training, grabs a stone, and nails the distraction. Time to see if he's actually got that dog in him. He rushes in and literally chops the goblin's head off with his bare hand. He's shook. He didn't know he had this much power. Did he just out-trend a monster? A message pops up. The Sky of Apocalypse is watching. That's the Demon King's old sponsor. Suddenly, a whole horde of armored goblins surrounds him. In the back, the goblin chieftain pulls up. Boss energy. The boy thinks he's cooked. He just awakened, and now he's facing a literal army. But he remembers the promise. He remembers the master who sacrificed everything. He grinds his teeth and locks in. He's not dying until he resets this rotten world. The Sky of Apocalypse is hyped by his spirit. The battle begins. He charges into the mob, cutting them down like he's aura farming in a video game. Goblins are everywhere, but his blade work is too clean. He levels up mid-fight. He's a literal genius. He's tearing through the horde at lightning speed. Level up! Level up! He's bleeding, but he won't stop. Finally, it's just him and the chieftain. The boss attacks with max power, nearly crushing him. Usually, you need a C-rank team for this, and he's just a fresh F rank. The power gap is massive. Can he really solo a boss on day one? He spots a spear and bets his life on it. The sponsor is impressed. Message: authority over fire granted. His power levels are going off the charts. That spear was the Demon King's weapon. With the fire authority active, his fear is gone. He's got that Sigma energy now. Is this kid already top tier? Flames coat his spear as he charges. He absolutely cooks the Goblin King with a devastating strike. Level up unlocked. Spear shattered. His aura peak. He survived. He gasps out, "I did it!" before passing out. Later, top-tier hunters find a mountain of goblin corpses. They're shook. Who could have soloed a chieftain like this? They find the boy, barely alive. Suddenly, a red system alert pops. The Apocalypse Sky is watching you. Then, the screen cuts to him waking up in a hospital. IV drips and healing potions. It wasn't a dream. He survived Athena's betrayal and that goblin hellscape. He sits up, wondering if the hunters actually cleared the gate. A nurse tells him to stay put. The Lee Guild saved his life. Total high aura move. But when he hears Lee Guild, his brain completely short-circuits. His injuries were lethal, and the association is coming to question him soon. Still uneasy, he stops the nurse with one final question. What year is it? It's 2022. He's stunned. He's 100 years in the past, the legendary Age of Heroes. This is when the elite first started rising. He remembers the future. Hunters treating humans like cattle. This is his chance to change the script. He rips off the censors. This era is his for the taking. Back then, you needed Eden selection. Now, sponsors are aura farming for new stars. He hits the bathroom and freezes. He's in a completely different, jacked body. He's taller, muscular, and looks like a total Sigma. Suddenly, a voice behind him calls out. It's Kim Soo-young from the association, and he's looking for answers. Kim needs the tea on what happened. They checked the database, but since he's a time traveler, he's a total ghost. 0 records, no ID, pure mystery. He fakes memory loss, claiming he's 23 and named Lee Jong-yang. It's a mix of his name and the Demon King's. The power is already bleeding through. Kim asks about the gate. Lee Jong-yang drops a bomb. I heard a voice say, I will sponsor you. Kim is absolutely shook. A sponsored rookie? Kim confirms he's awakened as a hunter. Jong-yang plays along, acting like he's just learning that hunters are chosen by transcendent beings. Total main character acting. Kim bows, knowing this kid is destined for greatness. He even asks for future help. Jong-yang watches him leave, thinking the guy actually has some decent vibes. Alone, at last, he opens his status window. This is his OUT-SPED secret. He's not a normal hunter. He's a player. The same one the 12 heroes feared. A player grows infinitely using their own power. I'm a player now, he smirks. Even the nurse is hyped for him, saying he just won the life lottery. Being a hunter is a total cheat code. Even F ranks make bank. Whether it's fighting monsters or guarding the rich, you're basically set for life. He knows the dark truth. Non-hunters lose all their rights later. He plays the sad victim role perfectly and takes the bag of gear Kim left behind. He steps outside and eyes the city. The age of heroes is thriving. In his old life, he was a nobody. Here, he's the main event. Kim pulls up. Time for registration. Kim says a case like his is a 1 in a million drop rate. He's being fast-tracked into the system because his potential is just too high. Rank C. That's a legendary start for a rookie. Most people start at the bottom, but he's already outscaling them. They head to the association headquarters. High-rank rookies get the VIP treatment. After the paperwork, they drop him at his new lodging. It's a luxury suite. He actually tears up. It's finally real. He's officially a homeowner and a hunter. This is his one shot to fix everything. But then Kim drops a cliffhanger. Someone wants to meet you. Instant chills. Who could know him? Kim explains it's the legend who saved him, the guild master of the Lee Guild. He's interested in Jong-yang's aura. He agrees and meets the master. It's Shang-gu himself. Jong-yang is stunned to see him so early. He can't stop staring at his chrome dome. Shang-gu feels something familiar about him. Jong-yang keeps his cool, playing the amnesia card and bowing deeply. He has to keep his true identity hidden. Shang-gu is the hero who is supposed to be dead. Seeing him alive changes everything. That night, Jong-yang realizes his new body is the real deal. The scars are the same, but the power is different. Forgotten hero, Demon King, player. How did he end up with the most broken ability in history? A player is sponsored by the Apocalypse Sky. But if he's the player now, where is the original Demon King? The mystery is only getting deeper. I have the power to change the world, he vows. Days later, at the hunter tutorial, he's napping in the corner when a B-rank pro walks in. The class goes wild seeing a B-rank instructor. They assume the association is scouting a secret genius. Everyone's eyes turn toward our sleeping main character. Every other rookie thinks they're the main character, hoping to get picked by a major guild. The instructor, Bae Sang-soo, starts the combat schedule. Seminar time. He explains that hunters are chosen by sponsors, and their traits are permanent. You're either born with aura, or you're a background NPC. You get stronger by farming items, or pleasing your sponsor. Close gates, gain favor, level up. It sounds simple, but the instructor's tone suddenly shifts. Then comes the billion-dollar question. What do the sponsors actually want from us? The room goes dead silent. Who really holds the power here? Every hunter is clueless about the truth, but one guy is just vibing. Lee Jong-yong is staring out the window like a total Sigma. The instructor puts him on the spot for his honest take. He dropped a bomb. It's all just entertainment. The whole class is shook. He explains that sponsors treat hunters like RPG characters for their own sick amusement. The instructor is losing it. But for our boy, this is the Demon King's own theory. This secret might be why the last king was nerfed. Now, the combat test begins. A girl steps up first, sword ready. The goblin goes feral immediately. She tries to swing, but the monster is out-trinning her with insane speed, landing a nasty counter. She's cooked, down on one knee, but refuses to take the L. She catches the goblin off guard and secures the win, though she's looking absolutely beat. Sang-soo gives her the pass. Next up, our main character. He walks in with a spear and shield, oozing high aura. He's locked in to graduate tomorrow. High performance means better perks, so he's ready to cook. But, plot twist, the goblins are all dead. They have to spawn a much scarier monster for the test. Sang-soo says it won't be fatal since it's brainwashed. He's a B-rank hunter, so he thinks he can keep things under control. He asks if he's ready. He expects a mid-tier mob, but he's dead wrong. Sang-soo mentions his theory was interesting right as the opponent appears. Enter the final boss of the tutorial. A massive green orc steps out. This is a straight-up C-rank threat with insane strength. The other trainees are literally shaking in their boots. An orc in a tutorial? That's unheard of. Only one other legend fought an orc during training, and that guy is now a global top tier. Sang-soo is aura farming. The association is watching because he soloed a chieftain. Suddenly, a system message pops up. The sky of apocalypse is watching. It's go time. He powers up and intercepts the orc's charge. He drives his spear deep into its shoulder with surgical precision. For a second, he thinks this is light work. He thinks the brainwashing made it mid, but the orc grabs the spear and won't let go. It starts throwing heavy hands while he blocks behind his shield. The class is screaming for a stop. Even Sang-soo thinks the main character got too cocky and prepares to jump in before things get ugly. But wait, he has infinite IQ. He ditches the spear, slips the punch, and lands a high aura hook kick that sends the orc stumbling back. He activates his rule over fire authority. With a flaming shield, he absolutely crushes the orc's skull in one hit. Everyone is stunned. Did a rookie just do that? He just earned everyone's respect instantly. Sang-soo is questioning reality. A skill right after awakening? That is literally unheard of. No chant, no nothing. This is high-rank stuff. Meanwhile, the main character's shield is fried from the sheer heat. He's literally too powerful for his own gear. Level up! His fire authority just hit level 2. Sang-soo realizes he needs to recruit this monster to the association immediately. He passes with flying colors, but the main character is focused on his power. It's not a skill. It's a Demon King authority that scales with his power. He needs better metal to handle his heat. Later that night, he invites his only two friends for a small housewarming party to celebrate. Byung-gu is nervous about being in association housing, but they just vibe and eat delivery food. It's the calm before the storm. They talk shop, and it turns out Kim is officially his agent. Plus, plot twist, Kim is actually a girl. Sang-gu begs him to join the guild again. Kim thinks it's a massive W for his career, but our boy still says no. Sang-gu is genuinely confused why he's turning down the bag. He claims he wants to be solo, but the real reason is darker. To save the world, he has to move in silence. Getting too close is dangerous. They share a bromance moment while Kim watches, wondering how a rookie could ever help an A-rank guildmaster. Little does she know. Graduation day. The test is a real gate dungeon. Sang-soo tells everyone not to worry because a B-rank hunter is carrying the squad. He flexes his aura to show he's the GOAT, but the pressure is actually terrifying. The main character realizes Sang-soo is on a whole different level. The soldiers pack the supplies, and the rookies step into their first real dungeon. As they enter, the main character immediately notices the vibe is rancid. It's the magic particles in the air. Sang-soo takes command as a pack of goblins appears. It's time to see what these rookies are made of. The first few rookies clear some mobs, but then it's our boy's turn. He teleports forward with insane speed, leaving everyone's jaws on the floor. He's out-trinning these goblins, cutting them down with clean strikes. It's a total bloodbath. He's clearing the room like he's playing on creative mode. He wipes the floor with them in seconds. The class is losing it. How is he still a rookie? Sang-soo realizes his talent is actually B-rank level. He regrets letting this talent slip away while the main character casually levels up again. The squad moves deeper, heading straight for the boss. They reach the boss room. Sang-soo warns them, no more games. Gear up and stay sharp, because whatever is behind that door is built different. The squad moves out. While they gear up, Lee Jang-yong locks in. He's thinking about the Demon King's broken player trait, a power so cracked the 12 heroes had to jump him early. If the Demon King had peaked faster, those heroes would have been cooked. Resolving to speed-run his growth, Jong-yong vows to out-trin the legendary 12 using his future knowledge. He checks his fire authority, hiding that massive aura before anyone notices. Suddenly, the vibe shifts. The hunters reach the boss room, but the moment they enter, the atmosphere turns lethal. A heavy wave of mana hits them like a truck, triggering instant panic. Their exit is blocked. Bang-soo screams for a retreat, but the monster lurking in the shadows won't let them escape. Fireballs rain down on the fleeing rookies. Bae Sang-soo realizes he's the only shield. If he dodges, the newbies are finished. In that split second, he shows why he's a top-tier hunter. He unleashes Viper's fangs, deflecting the heat with insane precision. Smoke fills the room, but Sang-soo stands firm, daggers out, ready to crash out for his team. The blast was heavy, even for him. He turns to check the rookies and sees Jang-yong effortlessly tanked the leftovers. Sang-soo is impressed, but Jang-yong just plays it cool. A system alert flashes. Eliminate the Goblin Archmage. A sorcerer with glowing red eyes floats above, radiating pure final boss energy. The rookies are absolutely terrified. An Archmage is B rank, way above their pay grade. Realizing the gate was misjudged, they decide to run. Even Sang-soo knows soloing this beast is a suicide mission. He orders a full evac, but Jang-yong steps up. He wants the smoke. Everyone is shook. Even Sang-soo tries to stop him, thinking the kid is getting way too carried away. Sang-soo warns him that magic isn't like fighting orcs, but Jang-young already knows the Archmage's entire kit. He's basically got the wiki open in his brain. He insists the tutorial is for the new meta and asks for the chance to cook. Seeing that high aura confidence, Sang-soo reluctantly lets him take the lead. The fight ignites. The Archmage spams fireballs, but Jang-young walks through them like they're nothing. He's not just dodging, he's making the boss look completely out-tringe. The rookies are confused, but Sang-soo realizes Jang-young is literally absorbing the magic. Jang-young charges, but a massive wall of fire cuts him off, trapping him in. The crowd thinks he's cooked. The Archmage laughs, trying to keep its distance, but it's making the fatal mistake of underestimating a literal monster in human skin. Jang-young activates Rule Over Fire, commanding the flames to part like a red carpet. The wall splits, leaving the boss wide open. Sang-soo can't believe the high aura display. He closes the gap instantly. The Archmage panics, throwing up a desperate barrier, but Jang-young shatters it like glass. A flurry of strikes later, the boss is deleted. Silence fills the room. He actually did it. The Super Rookie title is officially earned. Then, a celestial message appears. The Sky of Apocalypse is watching with interest. He's sponsored. The reward? The ability to summon an avatar. This was the secret sauce that made the Demon King unstoppable. Jang-young finally has the ultimate power-up. Later, at the association, Sang-soo meets the president, an old man with a serious eye patch. He's there to report the unusual incident that just went down in the gate. Sang-soo claims Jang-young's potential is off the charts, maybe even surpassing the greats. The president is intrigued. This kid might be the key to his secret endgame. As Jang-young leaves the dungeon, his friends are buzzing. They're relieved he survived a B-rank jump, but he's acting like it was just another Tuesday at the office. Seong-gu asks if the association tried to scout him. Jang-young nods, flashing back to Sang-soo desperately asking him to join the squad while they were still inside. He rejected them on the spot. No guilds, no groups. Sang-soo was left speechless. But Jang-young isn't here to be a side character in someone else's story. Joining would speed up his growth, but his secrets would leak. Plus, he knows the president is a high-level threat he needs to dodge at all costs. The hunt continues solo. Seong-gu asks about his favorite food. He says cup ramen like a true gamer. But when she mentions a meat feast, he's suddenly all in. Time to celebrate the dub. That night, he reflects on his progress. He's leveling up faster than the original timeline. The grind is paying off, and his aura is reaching legendary status. He's hit level 11 already. The Sky of Apocalypse grants him one avatar summon, a rare feat even the 12 heroes struggled to achieve. The system is officially broken. He could summon a bone dragon or Cerberus. He wonders if his summons will match the old Demon King's. With a deep breath, he hits the summon button. Blue light floods the room as his eyes glow a menacing red. The next morning, Kim rushes over with news that's about to change his low-key life forever. A news article is blowing up about the Super Rookie who soloed a B-rank boss. Jang-young is annoyed. The higher-ups definitely know it's him. His secret is slipping. Kim is hyped, but he brushes off the fame. He tells his agent he's ready for the real grind. It's time for back-to-back dungeon raids to max his stats. He enters the next gate and starts bullying goblins. He's basically aura farming at this point. Even the boss gets zero diffed as Jang-young stacks up massive XP. Despite the win, he's frustrated. His new summon, a soul-collecting skeleton, is just standing there. It has no soul, meaning it's currently useless in a real fight. Avatars are elite, but this one is an empty shell. He thought a regular monster soul would work, but it's not that simple. He leaves the gate, feeling slightly cheated. Chin meets him at the exit, stunned he finished a 4th raid so fast. Jang Yong dumps a mountain of high-tier loot into his hands to sell for profit. He asks for another dungeon, but there's a shortage. A major guild is gatekeeping all the low-rank gates. Is Zhongyong about to start a war with the top guilds? Li Zhongyang is shook. The association is making sus exceptions because the gates were cleared, and the truth drops like a bomb. The guildmaster is actually Chuang's son. It's confirmed. He's the North Army's former super rookie with insane motion. Zhong Yang feels a chill. He's looking at the future war king, the ruthless tyrant Gunther. His eyes go dark as he realizes their fated meeting is near. Flashback. Gunther stands cold in the rain while protesters beg for rights. He's totally unbothered by the chaos. To him, non-hunters are just ants. He calls down a lightning storm, wiping them all out with zero remorse. He is literally crash-out personified with that high aura. That massacre halved Zhong Yang's village. Back in the present, he spots 2 thugs bullying an old man in the street. It is time to stop their pathetic aura farming. The thugs are trashing the old man's gear, but Zhong Yang steps in. They try to flex their aura to scare him off, but he doesn't flinch for a second. Zhong Yang drops his own aura, straight Sigma energy. He catches them in a lie about the cart, and suddenly these thugs realize they are about to get cooked. These bums think being hunters makes them gods. They threaten Zhong Yang, claiming they will treat him like an enemy too. They really think they have got that motion. Zhong Yang is locked in. He gives them one chance to walk away before things get messy. But these idiots think they can actually out-tring a super rookie. One thug rushes in and gets one-tapped instantly. The other pulls a knife, thinking he is him, but Zhong Yang absolutely humbles him in front of the crowd. The thugs are face down and the mess is over. Zhong Yang has them arrested, reminding everyone that hurting civilians is a felony, even for hunters with high aura. The association promises protection, but the thugs are from the North Army Guild. Zhong Yang knows this is about to become a massive problem for his entire future. He suspects the association is in bed with the North Army. 2 days later, he's summoned as the attacker. The setup is real and exactly what he expected. The old man flipped the script. Now Zhong Yang is the villain, and the thugs are the victims. He understands why the old man was forced to lie. Kim thinks the association is fair, but Zhong Yang knows they have been rotten since day one. He heads to headquarters and meets a suit, ready for war. The man accuses him of threatening the witness. Zhong Yang stands his ground against the cap. They bring in the old man for a tense cross-examination. The old man won't even look him in the eye. Zhong Yang tells him to just be honest, but the pressure from the North Army is clearly too much. The old man betrays him, claiming Zhong Yang was the threat. He's in tears, forced to sell out his savior. The man in the suit thinks he won. Zhong Yang says nothing. He just drops the recording. He caught the whole fight on video and gets released, but he knows the old man is still cooked. He's grinding his teeth, feeling too weak to stop this corruption. Outside, the old man collapses to his knees, begging for forgiveness and crying for his life. They threatened his granddaughter, so he had no choice. Kim is heated, but the guilt is clearly eating the old man alive after he betrayed his hero. Jang-gu steps up, promising to protect the girl. Zhang Yang is burning with rage. He only recorded the fight because he's used to being treated unfairly. Suddenly, a massive wave of magic hits. It's Choi Yong-sung, the leader of the North Army. He's trying to play mind games with the super rookie. Choi acts friendly, but the vibes are rancid. Shang-gu shuts it down immediately, telling him to stop chasing clout before they become actual enemies. Shang-gu tightens his grip, making Choi fold instantly. He tells Choi he is not even worth being an enemy. Talk about that absolute high aura energy. Later at StarCats, Kim is venting about the corrupt hunters. To Zhang Yang, this world is just a preview of the dark future he already lived through. Since Zhang Yang showed mercy, the old man escaped with just a warning. But the real battle against the North Army is only just getting started. The North Army is playing it quiet for now. But Zhang Yang knows Gunther's soul. That butcher never lets a slight slide. Serious retaliation is coming soon. Gunther is a literal butcher in the future. Zhang Yang is ready to pay him back in full. It is time to stop playing and get truly strong. Zhang Yang asks Shang-gu to join a high-rank raid together. He is ready to see some real power and level up. The hype is finally building. He meets his old squad from the previous timeline, and the greetings are intense. They're getting ready to enter the gate and dominate the monsters. The C-rank raid begins. Everyone is lined up and ready, but Zhang Yang knows the real threat is lurking outside of this dungeon's walls. At North Army headquarters, the Vice Master is crashing out. He wants Zhang Yang's head for hurting their image while they are trying to expand their power. One Vice Master calls civilians parasites who should worship hunters. The other Vice Master isn't having it, and the internal beef is getting spicy. They are about to throw hands right there. The North Army is full of absolute lunatics, and the tension in the room is peaking. Gunther stops the fight and sides with the evil. He is targeting Zhang Yang next. Who do you think has more aura? The War King or our super rookie? Gunther is setting the stage. North Army must lock in or get cooked. Chang is speechless. Did he join the wrong side? Switch guilds or it's over. Meanwhile, Shang-gu's squad is speedrunning this C-rank gate, clearing traps with high aura energy. The real game starts now. Monsters swarm, but the Lee Guild is out-trend everyone. Zhang Yang is spectating greatness, absorbing every pro move. Then, Seonga ends the lobby with one devastating slash. Absolute Sigma behavior. Zhang Yang can't even handle the hype. Gratitude flows. But the motive is clear. Yang just wanted to see a top-tier guild flex. Now, Cho Yang wants the super rookie to show out. The pressure is on. Is the rookie actually him? Time to stop hiding. Zhang Yang unleashes his fire authority, and the squad is stunned. No incantations, just pure heat. He definitely ate. The orcs aren't ready for this level of aura farming. The team is vibrating. This isn't a skill, it's an authority. Zhang Yang is literally tearing through the enemy like they're NPCs. The boss falls, but a new message changes everything. Gate cleared, but the Sky of Apocalypse just sponsored him. Major W. His stats are climbing, and even the veterans think he's hitting guild leader levels already. The power scaling is getting insane. Why haven't they recruited this monster yet? Seong just smirks, doubling down on his offer. He promises Zhang Yang the ultimate growth spurt if he joins the Lee Guild. The recruitment riz is real. Warning, the road ahead is lethal. You need a powerhouse guild or you're cooked. Jongyang wonders if his savior can see the future. He's playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. North Army is coming for blood, but Lee Guild is the ultimate shield. Seong raises the stakes, offering a handshake that could change the world. Join us or face the storm alone. Vice Guild Master? The whole room is shook. Jongyang turns it down with Sigma energy. He's got bigger fish to fry, and Seong respects the grind. He's aiming for the stars. A massive mobilization alert hits. 100 hunters needed to take down the North Army. This isn't just a raid, it's a war. Jongyang realizes the association is being manipulated from the shadows. The lobby is officially cooked. Inong is spiraling at HQ, wondering where it all went wrong. His childhood friends have changed into something monstrous. The corruption is deep. Flashback. Cho Young-soo and Gunther weren't always like this. It all started after they met that man. The kind souls he knew are gone, replaced by something dark and twisted. Normal people are just cattle now. Gunther thinks he's a god, and murder is just another Tuesday. No sane person acts this way. The North Army is rotting from the core. Justice or friendship? Inong has to choose. He calls Jong-hyun for a secret warehouse meeting. It's a 1v1 talk that could decide the fate of the entire guild. No traps, no backup, just two men and a lot of tension. Jong-hyun's nerve is top tier. Inong gets straight to the point. Don't answer the call. If you go, you're dead. The operation is a death trap. New hunters don't stand a chance against the cruelty of the veterans. Gunther is a straight-up menace. Meeting him inside a gate is a literal death sentence. Why stay in a guild of monsters? Jong-hyun isn't running. He asks if North Army is officially a chaos guild. If the sponsors are evil, the missions are pure slaughter. Chaos guilds serve vicious gods, turning hunters into mass murderers. Inong tries to deny it, but his eyes say everything. The rot has reached the very top. If it weren't true, you wouldn't be here warning me. Jong-hyun is spitting facts. The unfair treatment is proof enough. The North Army is a sinking ship. Weapons are out, Inong snaps. But Jong-hyun is unfazed. Who is that man? The question hangs in the air, chilling the entire warehouse. The mystery deepens. Jong-hyun is scaling too fast. A month after awakening and he's matching A ranks? He knows secrets he shouldn't. Inong is left wondering, who exactly is this guy? Future title, Immortal Siegfried, the Dragon Slayer. A man who killed the Bone Dragon and gained the power of immortality. But in the original timeline, he was betrayed. Betrayed by his own childhood friend while serving under Cho Yong. The Demon King's avatar fell to his blade, but loyalty meant nothing in the end. A tragic legend in the making. Jong-hyun needs Inong's heart and strength. He's the only thing keeping the rotting guild together. The mission? Bring the future legend to the right side before it's too late. Spear shattered. Jong-hyun's power is literally too much for normal weapons to handle. His authority is out-tring his gear. He needs a legendary forge before the war starts. A medieval blacksmith shop in the middle of the city? Inside, a red-haired genius is locked in. Jong-hyun recognizes him instantly. The future greatest blacksmith is right here. Park Jae-hyun, the future legend. 4 hours of hammering later, the masterpiece is done. Jong-hyun is stunned to meet the GOAT so early in the timeline. Who are you, and why are you here? Park is suspicious. Why would a random hunter seek out a nobody for a legendary commission? The tension is rising. Sharp eyes notice the second hammer. Park isn't alone, but he's the one who matters. The real question, why him? Jong-hyun has a secret answer that'll blow his mind. My sponsor sent me. Park is shook. This guy knows about the direct guidance. The Demon King's autobiography revealed everything. Park's destiny is tied to the greatest weapons ever made. In another life, Park forged for the Demon King before switching to the 12 heroes. If he'd stayed, the world would have burned. He's the ultimate game changer. Trust is earned, but the job is rejected. Why? The fire in the workshop isn't hot enough for a masterpiece. Park won't settle for mid-tier flames. Jong-hyun smirks. I can give you the fire you need. He shows a spark, but Park isn't impressed by parlor tricks. Then, the real power awakens. Blue flames explode, turning the workshop into a furnace. Park freezes. This isn't just heat. It's absolute rule over fire. The forge is finally ready for a legend. 1 week later, the ominous spear is finished. It's massive, dark, and overflowing with aura. With this weapon, who in the North Army could possibly stop him now? This spear is pure Demon King energy. Even the smith is shook. Park forged a fire attribute masterpiece with peak high aura. It's the absolute limit of his craft for now. A unique rank weapon? That's actually insane, since most hunters are out here farming mid-tier trash. Even legendary blacksmiths usually cap at super rare. Jong-yong just pulled a literal cheat code. This spear is growable, meaning his power scaling is officially infinite. But Park says he isn't done cooking yet. He needs his partner to reach that final, legendary form. If he brings it back, Park can keep farming that spear's stats. Jong-yong is hyped to keep grinding together. But then, Park spots the soul-collecting avatar. He asks if the sponsor gave him that creepy thing too. He warns the avatar gives off a rancid vibe, and he's using it all wrong. Jong-yong checks his gear immediately. The realization hits. He won't be able to summon his avatar during the gate raid. But it's fine. He's got something even better. His new, unique tier weapon. He pulls the spear from his inventory, calculating his win rate. He needs his ally in Chang to hit 100%, but it's not time yet. The grind continues. 2 weeks until mobilization means it's time for a training arc. He's charging headfirst into monster packs with 0 sleep. He's got to get stronger, fast. Just like that, the 2 weeks fly by. At the North Army headquarters, the villain Gundar addresses his squad. The ruler of Riverside is officially watching. Gundar declares the North Army Guild will rise to the top of Korea. / He releases his peak alpha rank aura to flex on everyone. / He's officially out-trinned the competition. The other villains are impressed, saying everything is going exactly to plan. / They've met the conditions to become heroes. / Gundar shouts that the world will finally tremble. The crowd goes wild, but they're covered in a weird blue glow. They look totally empty inside. Gundar's true goal? Becoming the king of this world. He's a top-tier villain, but our MC is moving. Kim warns Jong-yong that the North Army is totally cooked. They're known for accidental squad wipes inside gates. There's no proof since everyone died, but the truth is obvious. Jong-yong knows they're murderers. Kim slams the brakes, screaming at him to stop. She begs him not to go, saying his life is worth more than a raid. But Jong-yong just gives her a faint Sigma smirk. He's got the whole script. He knows survival is everything, and he didn't sign up to lose. He has a plan to show these guys what a life is worth. They arrive at the gate. The press is everywhere, chasing that viral YouTube clout. Shogu is there too. even though his guild was rejected. Jongyong walks over to talk. Shanggu says he's backing the super rookie because they're homies now. Gundar flashes a nasty grin and walks away. Shanggu warns that Gundar is a hidden alpha rank threat. He's way stronger than the association thinks. Jongyong already knows, so he just vibed. Shanggu says he'll wait at the entrance until he returns. Jongyong thinks that's a waste of time, but Shanggu is serious. If the MC doesn't come out, he's wiping the North Army himself. Total badass energy. Jongyong is stunned by the insane talk of soloing a whole guild. The raid announcement blares. It's time to gather. He joins the line with steel resolve. As they enter the Lin River Gate, he remembers the tragedy. This is where hunters died, and Gundar became a hero. But this time, history is changing. The glory of this place belongs to Jongyong now. But the moment they enter, a beam of light flashes. Gundar's twisted smile says it all. It's starting. A system message pops up. The gate's magical value is evolving. The hunters start to panic as the difficulty jumps to Bravo Plus. No one warned them. Bravo Plus doesn't sound bad, but the hunters are terrified. Jongyong stays calm, like he expected the shift. Suddenly, the exit seals shut in a flash of red. They're trapped inside a death trap. Messages flood the screen. Countless incarnations have gathered. The sponsors are officially paying attention. The magical density is surging, like their bodies are on fire. More messages appear. The sponsor's interest is peaking. The man measuring the magic nearly collapses in fear. The gate just jumped to Alpha Class in an instant. Without a Hero Class hunter, every single person here is officially cooked. Pure despair hits the room. They think they're entering a graveyard. Jongyong watches the villains. They're calm because they planned this. This stage was built for their heroic rise. The first wave is coming. Gundar steps up, acting shocked by the difficulty jump. It's a total lie. But he's playing the part of a leader. He tells them to survive and not give in to despair. He declares he'll clear the gate with them. Then, the real nightmare begins. The ruler of Riverside is dominating the area. The hunters glow blue again, their eyes going dull. They start shouting like brainwashed puppets for Gundar. This is Gundar's authority, rule over Riverside. It boosts his leadership and makes everyone obey his every word. But then, something goes wrong for the villain. The Sky of Apocalypse trait kicks in, resisting the mind control. Jongyong keeps a clear head, while everyone else is being manipulated. He sees everything. He's shocked by how easily Gundar stirs the crowd. Meanwhile, the villains decide to sit out the first fight. They need to save the guild's real strength. They're sticking to the plan. Protect the North Army and let the fools be sacrificed. Will Jongyong outscale this alpha-rank death trap, or is he finally cooked? Does his unique spear put him at mid-alpha rank, or is he already touching Sigma tier? Drop your power scaling theories below. Yang-tu is sweating. Is his brother actually letting them all die? Not quite. Gunter needs witnesses to spread the clout once they're out. He repeats the order. The North Army Guild stays back and farms safety. Yang-tu isn't buying the cap. He warns Gunther that the other hunters will realize they're dodging the smoke. Gunther just smirks, claiming he's only doing the bare minimum to stay low-key and avoid suspicion. He's using the low tiers as meat shields to avoid suspicion. Total villain behavior. Suddenly, Gunther locks eyes with Lee Jong-yong. That gaze? Pure, I know your secret. Gunther decides the main character has to go, fast. He summons his loyal dog, In-chang. In-chang is too soft for the full truth, but his loyalty is peak. Gunther drops the hit. Watch Lee Jong-yong. If he breathes wrong, end him. In-chang is shook, but Gunther gaslights him into thinking it's for the guild's future. Before he can process, the gate screams. Fish-faced mermen crawl from the depths. The wave is finally here. The hunters think these mermen are fodder and start relaxing. Big mistake. Lee Jong-yong sees the red flags immediately. He warns them. Underestimating these mobs is exactly how you get cooked. The river is a massive buff for the enemy. Seconds later, high-pressure water beams tear through the front line like paper. Lee Jong-yong orders a retreat for the wounded, but he stays put. He's scanning. He needs to read the pattern before jumping in. Suddenly, Gunther flips the script and orders a full charge. Lee Jong-yong is baffled. Why is Gunther actually using his own guild members now? With Gunther's aura buff, the guild charges and the others follow. But wait, the North Army is getting folded by low-tier mobs. One hit and they're out. Lee Jong-yong finally sees the dirty game. Gunther sent in his weakest pawns as sacrifices to bait the others into the meat grinder. It's dirty, but at least they're fighting. Lee Jong-yong draws his blade. Time to carry this raid. In-chang watches the main character move and finally wakes up. Lee Jong-yong was right. The North Army Guild is rotten to the core. If this keeps up, it's a total wipeout for everyone. He hesitates, caught between his loyalty and the truth. Is there a bigger plan? Before he can think, the atmosphere shifts. Lee Jong-yong steps into the fray, wreathed in absolute fire authority. His blade is a literal cheat code, slicing mermen like butter. The kill feed is scrolling fast. The hunters are hyped. They don't know who this Sigma is, but he's their only hope for survival. In-chang is losing it. 10 days ago, they were equal. Now, the main character's aura is off the charts. Did he already break his limits? The wave cleared message pops up. Time for a breather. Sponsors are dropping buffs, but Lee Jong-yong gets the jackpot. The Sky of Apocalypse is obsessed. His stats literally triple, and he earns the Merman Hunter title. He's leveling up crazy fast. Even exhausted, the high-tier constellations are eyeing him. The Guardian of the Long Lance wants in. But the King of the Drenched is throwing shade. Can he really stack multiple sponsors like a god? The Sky of Apocalypse says, nah, and nukes the other offers. Hopes deleted. The hunters swarm him, begging to know which top-tier guild he's from. But the main character keeps it low-key. Don't celebrate yet, he warns. This is an A- rank gate, and the real nightmare is just starting. The hunters take the hint and start chugging potions to survive the next deadly round. Gunther is mauling in the back, staring with pure hate. Lee Jong-yong just gives him a smug grin. Gunther wanted to be the hero, but the main character just stole his entire flow. He checks his window. Level 24 already. This deadly gate is the perfect place to farm level 30. If he keeps this up, these hunters won't just follow him, they'll worship his strength. By wave 4, even the main character is feeling the drain. The rest of the squad is looking cooked. 4 people are already dead. Everyone's wondering, are we actually going to make it out alive? Lee Jong-yong is fuming. He wanted a 0-death run. but Gunther's greed ruined it. He confronts the guildmaster. Why are your elites just spectating while people die? The hunters aren't blind. The crowd joins the roast. Not a single North Army member has a scratch. Lee Jong-yong drops the ultimatum. Start carrying your weight or admit you're a fraud using us as bait. Gunther is losing his mind as his master plan goes up in flames. His own low-rank members realize they're just cannon fodder and start getting restless. The internal mutiny is finally brewing. Gunther is tweaking. He thinks this bastard is stealing his spotlight, but he's playing the long game. He thinks Lee Jong-yong is running out of mana. He still believes his aura is higher. Wave 5 begins and the vibe shifts. A massive water golem emerges, looking like a literal mountain. The hunters are paralyzed with fear as it charges up a massive, high-pressure water cannon. Boom! The golem fires a blast that leaves a massive crater. Pure panic mode. The archers try to kite it, but their arrows just phase through the water. It's a literal ghost tank. Physical damage is 0. Hope is dying. Then, Lee Jong-yong leaps into the sky, his spear glowing with divine authority. He slams the golem's face, and for the first time, it actually bleeds. How did he hit that? The crowd is shook. Lee Jong-yong drops the sauce. The gate is leaking mana. You have to imbue your weapons with it, or you're just swinging toothpicks at a god. A low-rank archer decides to lock in. She channels her mana into her bow and, thwack, the arrow sticks. The hunters finally realize they can actually fight back. Let's go, raid party. They're jumping in. But Lee Jong-yong knows chip damage won't kill a high-rank boss. He needs a finisher. He starts charging his ultimate, the final move that's going to end this boss's career. He pumps pure fire into his spear, eyeing the magic core in the golem's chest. He's waiting for that one frame opening. There it is. The boss prepares a final desperate water blast. This is it. The core is wide open. He launches the spear with max power. It streaks through the air, piercing the golem's chest and shattering its soul. Absolute outtrin by the main character. Boss defeated. The system notifications are spamming. Sponsors are losing their minds over his performance. Lee Jong-yong just whistles, and his spear flies back to his hand like a boomerang. He calls it the return skill. Standard stuff for a leveled-up weapon, but the hunters are connecting the dots. A spear-wielding monster with a shield? Could it really be the rumored monstrous newbie? The super rookie! The crowd goes wild. They're convinced he's at least A rank or a hidden hero class. For the first time, they actually believe they might survive this hellscape with him leading. Lee Jong-yong is just focused on the loot. He leveled up again, grabbed a rare water gem, and unlocked a new achievement. The grind never stops for the true Apex Hunter. The Apocalypse Sky is literally yandere for him, maxing out his stats with insane buffs. Other sponsors are thirsty to sign Lee Jong-yong, but his main sponsor crashes out, scaring them all away. Talk about toxic jealousy. This makes Lee Jong-yong absolutely furious. He'd delete his sponsor contract right now if the special player trade wasn't so broken. He remembers Demon King 2 stayed solo-sponsored and became a literal god, fueling his respect for that grind. Meanwhile, Gunther is malting because he can't fathom how Lee Jong-yong is speedrunning this power-up. Gunther thought he was mid-tier, but seeing that A-rank aura makes him absolutely lose it. He screams his name in rage, but Anong steps in, saying they need to move or get cooked. Anong realizes the plan is chalked and won't let more people die for Gunther's ego. He tells Gunther to stop being a hater and give up on hunting Lee Jong-yong for good. Gunther is officially crashing out, refusing to take the L from a newbie. He summons his weapon, demanding the North Army use every ounce of their power to clear this gate. The guild gets hyped on his commands, but Gunther's world flips when In Chon-gong ditches him. Seeing his vice leader throw away that helmet was a cold, high aura move. That helmet represented their history, but now Gunther sees it as a dog biting its owner. He literally crushes the metal under his boot, showing his absolute rage. On the battlefield, the North Army is trying to farm aura by cutting down mermen. They're moving fast, desperately trying to prove they aren't just fodder for the gate. But next to Lee Jong-yong, they're basically NPCs. The super rookie is completely out-Trin, making their biggest attacks look like tiny scratches compared to his god-tier destruction. The massacre continues, and Lee Jong-yong hits another level up. He's literally using a level-up glitch to heal his stamina, while his power levels keep climbing to infinity. A merman tries a sneaky ambush, but a white-haired girl saves him. Plot twist! This girl is actually the legendary A-rank hunter Jang Ho-jin, and her aura is massive. Lee Jong-yong gives her the cold shoulder and heads back to the fight. In Chang feels totally ghosted, thinking she's a disappointment, but she refuses to stay on the sidelines. She jumps into the fray to prove she's standing on business for the people. But as the 9th wave ends, the battlefield looks like a total nightmare full of casualties. Even our MC is shaken by the hellish scene. Half the squad is already dead. Suddenly, North Army snakes start trash-talking In-gang, calling her a traitor for having a heart. They literally threaten her life mid-raid, which is major low-aura behavior. Lee Jong-yong is shocked they'd treat their former vice leader like garbage just for being just. She explains she left because she couldn't watch her old friends go down a villain path. She's fully locked in now, choosing justice over her toxic guild ties. Lee Jong-yong warns her that Gunther is coming for blood, but she's ready. Suddenly, a red alert pops up. The final boss, the river worm, has finally arrived. The ground trembles as a massive, worm-like titan rises from the water. It's so huge it looks like the entire river just stood up to end everyone's career. Its pressure is so heavy that most hunters are literally frozen in fear. But In Chang whispers that Gunther probably has a secret cheat code to take this monster down. But first, they're planning to wipe out every other hunter so Gunther can solo the credit. The snakes are turning their blades on their own allies in a massive betrayal. Inong exposes their dirty plan to the whole group, revealing the North Army's true colors. They're using everyone as bait, just to gatekeep the final boss loot. Lee Jang-yang is impressed. This is that true Dragon Slayer energy. The other hunters choose to fight back, deciding it's better to die a hero than a victim. The monster blasts a water cannon into the sky, changing the entire map with torrential rain. Gunther is reshaping the battlefield just to secure his title as the War King. Lee Jang gets ready for the ultimate showdown, wondering if his current buffs are enough. Gunther notices the MC's fire is built different. It won't go out even in this storm. No more talk. It's time to full send it. MC charges, and even though Gunther blocks, the fire damage is still melting through his A-rank defenses like butter. Seeing Gunther struggle is pure satisfaction. Lee Jang-yong finds the opening and launches a relentless combo, sending the guild leader flying with one heavy, high-aura swing. Gunther is shaking, unable to process how a rookie is winning in his own territory. Lee Jang-yong reminds him that he was only weak at the start of the gate. Gunther screams, accusing him of using sponsor hacks, but the MC just laughs. While Gunther was camping in the back, Lee Jang-yong was busy farming XP on the front. The skill gap is too wide, and Lee Jang-yong promises this is the end of the line. He takes his stance to finish it, but Gunther has one last coward move. He uses the boss as a literal meat shield, laughing about his superior secret power. He claims his shadow backer's strength is beyond anything a rookie could ever imagine. The worm protects Gunther like its own kid, but that creates a tiny, frame-perfect opening. Lee Jang-yong eyes the gap, ready to end Gunther's career in one shot. He bursts forward with insane speed, catching Gunther completely off guard for the final clash. Who has the higher aura? The rookie hero or the boosted guild leader? Yang Zhu slides through the dust, trying to flex. He tells In Chang to beg or get cooked, convinced Gunther's aura is untouchable. He's betting everything on the North Army Guild being the only ones left standing. But In Chang has that Sigma grind set. She demands to know when he forgot their sacred oath to protect humanity. Every strike she lands is heavy with betrayal, as they clash in an emotional 1v1. It's a total bloodbath with zero room to breathe. While the river worm stays frozen, the main character pulls an insane out-trend move. He drags Gunther straight into the beast's stomach for the final showdown. Gunther is sweating bricks, calling the main character a literal psycho for this move. But Lee Jang-yang just smirks. This wasn't a mistake. It was the plan all along. He baited Gunther into the trap. Pro tip: worms are dry on the inside while protecting their offspring. Lee Jang-yang used that 200 IQ lore to set the stage. He drives his spear deep into the flesh, letting his flames cook the beast. Inside the stomach, Gunther's water buff is totally nerfed, while our main character's fire is peak. System messages flood in. Muspel's spear is aura farming now, absorbing flames and hitting a massive temporary power ceiling. The attack power is off the charts. The river worm starts burning from the inside out, screaming as fire bursts from its mouth. Outside, the other hunters are completely stunned, watching the monster literally explode. Gunther is cornered and surrounded by a sea of fire. His king ego is officially shattered as he realizes he's cooked. The panic on his face is real. Every dream and plan is turning to ash. Gunther's rage is mid. Lee Jang-yang ends the debate by driving his spear straight through the fraud's chest. Gunther gets burned alive inside the worm, a devastating L ratio. The main character finally takes a breath. Suddenly, the soul-collecting avatar activates. A message confirms it just devoured the soul of a hero. This confirms the main character's dark theory. The system doesn't want monsters, it wants the souls of the strong. The ruler of Riverside has officially fallen, and Gunther's sponsor is ghosting him. Lee Jang-yang is low-key stunned. Did he just delete a celestial sponsor from existence too? The power scaling here is getting wild. He wonders if the sponsor died with the hunter. But the Demon King's lore says they're immortal. Suddenly, a creepy crow with red eyes spawns from a portal, mocking him for not answering Gunther's final question. That hits different. This is his first human kill, not some random mob. He realizes he's no longer a peaceful man. He's walking the dark path of the Demon King. There's no turning back now. To fix this world, he'll carry every sin and become something beyond a Demon King. He tells the crow his new title, the Demon God. The sky literally accepts his high aura as the bird disappears. With the crow gone, the rewards start raining down. Greatest contribution, essence of water, and legendary achievements for conquering the river. The main character is officially out-trinned the entire server right now. He levels up and collapses, his body still smoking from the heat. The hunters outside wait in dead silence for a survivor. Then, Li Jiangyang steps out of the mist, like a total boss. But the drama isn't over. Yang Zhu is crashing out because his brother got deleted. He attacks the main character in a blind rage, screaming about how he ruined their entire plan. He's completely lost it. The blow is heavy enough to push the main character back, but Yang Zhu is just spamming. Li Jiangyang spots the opening and counters perfectly, slamming his shield into Yang Zhu's gut and sending him flying. Yang Zhu hits the cliff hard but tries to stand. Li Jiangyang isn't having it. In a blink, the spear is at his throat. Yang Zhu finally realizes he's 1 second away from being permanently erased. The main character spits facts. Hunters should protect people, not prey on the weak. Fraudulent hunters like these brothers don't deserve the title. Yang Zhu is fuming, but the flaming spear keeps him humble. Li Jiangyang has seen enough blood for one day and tells Yang Zhu to live in regret. But Yang Zhu is a snake. The moment our main character turns around, he pulls a hidden weapon for a backstab. He thinks he's got the drop, but In Chang is faster. She steps in and deletes Yang Zhu with one clean slash. She didn't let him move. She ended the threat before it even started. Absolute queen energy. The evil brothers are finally finished. As Yang Zhu bleeds out, he can't believe a former friend ended him. The soul avatar doesn't care. It just hungrily absorbs another hero soul into the collection. Li Jiangyang checks on In Chang, but she's going through it. She's blaming herself for the tragedy and the guild's fall. He tells her she's not responsible for their sins, but she's not listening. In Chang is totally broken. She vows to never touch a sword again and live a life of penance. As she walks away, the main character looks on, troubled by her choice to quit the game. He doesn't want her to stay broken, but for now, he lets her go. The surviving hunters head for the exit, where a literal swarm of reporters and cameras is waiting to catch the scoop. The media notices the big names are missing. When they see the North Army Guild in the back, they realize a mysterious new leader led the raid. This is going to be viral news instantly. The reporters are screaming for answers. Suddenly, Shang steps up and claims the spotlight. He points at the main character and announces, "This is the rumored C-rank super rookie. The hype just peaked. The internet is going to break!" Not only is this the super rookie's face reveal, but the legendary Shang is glazing him too. Shang tells the press to give the survivors space to recover. He calls for a moment of silence for the fallen. It's a somber win. Only 39 hunters out of 110 made it out alive. The main character's face says it all. This victory tasted bitter. Elsewhere, that creepy black crow returns to its master. A mysterious man with an eye patch welcomes his bird back, ready to hear the report on the chaos that went down inside the gate. The crow reveals everything. Li Jiangyang knew about the river worm and the hero creation plot. Most importantly, it tells the master that the rookie is now calling himself the Demon God. That's high-level threat energy. The eye patch man decides he needs a face-to-face with the survivors. He orders his assistant to set it up, and then cold-bloodedly decides the North Army Guild is useless and needs to be erased completely. The assistant handles it through the media. Later, In Chang visits the ghost town that used to be her guild HQ. The silence hits her hard as she remembers the glory days before everything went south. She's officially done with the hunter life. But then, former members approach her. They tell her she's innocent and that the brothers got what they deserved. They aren't ready to let her go yet. They beg her to lead them, even offering to pay for the guild's crimes. In Chang tries to take the burden alone, but they aren't backing down. They've got a secret that's about to change everything. One member drops a bombshell. They're all murderers. In Chang is speechless. Meanwhile, Xianggu and the main character are chilling with sodas, wondering if revealing his identity to the world was a massive mistake.